Hey everyone, this is the second episode of Don't Get Too Cute. I am your host, Zach at FF Triple Batman, and I'm joined by my daughter, Madison. Are we going to be a little more talkative this time instead of just sucking our thumb? Yeah, so this series, we're going to teach you at least one thing about fantasy football, and then we're going to talk a little bit about babies. And that was right on cue, Madison. Thanks for spitting up. We're ready to go. We're prepared. All right. So I wanted to talk about Tyreek Hill today, and there's a reason why. But first, last year in 2022, he was the wide receiver 2 in PPR scoring and wide receiver 3 in points per game with 20.4 points. Cup was number 1, but he missed half the season. He was third in targets with 170. You love to see that. And second in receiving yards with 1,710 yards. You also love to see that. But why I wanted to talk about Tyreek Hill is how he plays against the zone defense, which is what most defenses play most of the time. So PFF graded him as the best wide receiver against zone defense last year. He was the wide receiver 1 in yards per route run against zone by a lot. He was at 3.57 yards. The next best was Devontae Adams with 2.73, so almost a whole yard difference. That's insane. He also had the most first downs against zone with 57. Jefferson wasn't too far behind in second with 52. And then he led all wide receivers against zone in yards with 1,302, in receptions with 90, and targets with 125. So why am I talking about this? We'll get there in a second. Tyreek Hill is currently the Fantasy Pros consensus ADP in PPR at wide receiver 4 around pick 7. I am happy to take Tyreek Hill there every time in my redraft leagues. So if you see him in your first round around there, go ahead and get Tyreek Hill. Why am I talking about zone defenses and Tyreek Hill being so good against the zone? Well, Madison is baby number 3 for me. Can you say hello, Madison? Can you say hello? So with that, we always joke that now my wife and I can no longer play a man defense. It's no longer one-on-one with the kids. We now have to play a zone because there's a third one we have to worry about. So for all of you parents out there, if you have more than 2 kids, then you get that you might need to kind of divvy up the responsibilities. You might have to pay attention to one kid a little bit more for a moment while the other 2 are preoccupied. Maybe you're distracting them with something. Otherwise, you might have to take on 2 while your partner's taking on 1. Or maybe you got all 3 and you're really playing that cover 0. So Madison makes a lot of fun. She is only 4 months old, so she definitely keeps me on a swivel. You never know what she's going to get into. Luckily, she's not mobile yet. That's when really the zone defense will come into play, and I'll need some assistance with some gates and stuff like that because I can't watch all 3 of them all at the same time without having them all in the same room, which we all know is not always possible. So thank you guys for watching. Don't get too cute. Like I said, it's a quick video. We'll be talking about We'll be talking about a fantasy football topic every week. This week was Tyreek Hill against the zone defense. He's going to have another great year in 2023. Go ahead and draft him. And for those parents out there with more than 2 kids, make sure you got your zone defense buttoned up so they don't run all over you like Tyreek Hill did last season. So Madison, can you say bye to everybody and you'll see them next episode? Yeah, you want to say bye? All right, now we're not going to talk anymore. Thank you all, and make sure you all subscribe to Club Fantasy FFL on YouTube. They have a lot of great content coming out, and before you know it, Women of Fantasy Football will be starting up in August very soon. They have a lot of great guests lined up for that, so go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of that in August. Thank you, everyone. Have a great one. Say bye, Madison. Oh, thanks for the drool. Bye, everybody.